Hi, everyone, and welcome to the April 2023 Coworking Idea Challenge. If you are new to the Coworking Idea project or to these monthly challenges, welcome. We're an international collective of coworking operators and associations, community organizers, and collaborative consultants, and we're working together to make the coworking industry more inclusive, more diverse, equitable, and accessible. And each month we issue a challenge to the coworking industry, and we invite you to join us as we learn together and make small but meaningful changes that ripple out in our communities around the world. So this month's challenge is to complete an annual membership agreement code of conduct review. My name is Ashley Proctor, and I work with the Coworking Idea Project, as well as Coworking Canada and Creative Blueprint.
And hey, I'm Sam Polar. My pronouns are they, them, and I've been working in the co-working industry since 2019, building local community center spaces as well as equity-focused partnerships. So for this challenge, membership agreement and code of conduct, these are living documents and they should be updated annually, ideally with that member feedback and involvement. So if you look back at our past challenges in April of 2021 for the Co-working Idea Project's third ever challenge, our facilitators invited you to update your membership agreement and code of conduct. 2 years later, a lot has changed in the landscape of co-working. So we want to invite you this month to bring your current documents for collaborative workshopping to ensure that they're up to date and relevant to current community needs. A critical and often overlooked aspect of these documents is the actual implementation. So oftentimes, hopefully, we have like really great language on paper that is inclusive and covers, everything we think our community needs. However, there's no training on what to do if a code is actually broken or if there's interpersonal conflict. We really need to empower our community managers or staff and our members to uphold and actively participate in these codes of conduct. So within my experience in the US where I live, and I want to point out that, everyone's experience is very different. There's different ways, like culturally, that we addressed conflict and issues and community building. So definitely use this in your own personal, context. But where I am, I think a lot of folks can be, kind of conflict avoidant. Maybe they don't feel like it's their place to get involved. They don't want to be a hassle or cause an issue, or just don't know what to say. So there's also, though, a power dynamic to consider. Those constructed by systemically unjust policies and those that we create in our spaces via workplace culture and who we make feel welcome. So also, as we're going through these documents, I want you to think about the interactions that you have in your space. What are the identities of the folks who bring, these perceived issues to you? And what are the identities of the people who are, creating the issue? Is it actually an issue? Have you trained your staff on conflict resolution? Do they know what to do? How can they support folks who are experiencing domestic violence? Folks experiencing racism, looking at implicit bias, that list goes on. Give folks the tools that they need in order to like create the community that you want to see. And really like the ability to be able to live the code of conduct is a reason, that all of these folks need to be involved in the creation and annual updates to your documents. If it's not aligned to current collective values and needs, then it's not relevant and it's not going to make sense to uphold to anybody. So at the end of this month, we're going to provide a safe and collaborative environment for you to ask questions, share your concerns, and receive constructive feedback to help you create a safer and more inclusive co-working space. And we invite everyone to join us for this challenge, to work together to ensure that our membership agreements and code of conducts reflect our values, to create a safe and inclusive space for everyone. Whether you're a new co-working space or an established organization, this event is a great opportunity to connect with others in the industry and learn best practices for creating effective membership agreements and codes of conduct. So also through our workshopping, we can, find those collective pain points to guide future challenges on this topic.
Yeah, I think that's actually really in line with some of the feedback that we received at the planning meeting for the IDEA project last month. A lot of the topics that we're addressing, we can dive really deep, but some folks are new to the process, and some people don't have a lot of time each month to take the challenge. And so the most effective we can be is collaboratively working through this challenge together on April 26th. Um, so I love the idea from the community manager perspective, taking this challenge collaboratively and really making use of our time together and all of our resources. Doesn't make sense to reinvent the wheel when there's already so much incredible language and processes and training out there. So bring it all to the to workshop your membership agreement and code of conduct with our experts and other community managers and operators from around the world. That's going to take place on April 26th, and you can register on the coworkingidea.org website for the Zoom link. It's always free and everyone is welcome. So make sure you bring your documents so that you can receive some valuable feedback and insights. And so thank you for joining us today, and we'll hope you take this month's challenge. And you can also find links for other examples of the past challenge, as well as some code of conducts that we have found particularly helpful as a starting point from co-working communities around the world. So we look forward to seeing you then.